So I made my way through lots, well, not lots of forest or whatever, but basically forest further back. You can see it in there of cedar, wild cedar trees, which is really cool because that's why this place has got a lot of energy, because cedar's really old. But that's on the borderline of the fence, and I decided to come inland to see how far back this goes. There's no fence back here. Like, there's a post right, I don't know if you can see right there, property line. I have no idea what it backs up against over here, but the actual fence, you could see there's a little thing on that. That's probably where the line is of the property for these apartments, but there's a fence that goes all the way down to the creek, and that's gonna be the next thing I'm gonna do real quick, if I can get there and see how far off the drop-off is, and how far the actual fence goes. But this is definitely a lower incline than I was up higher. My apartment building, I would probably say, is probably right in there, like past the woods there. That's the first building on the property, building 100. And I know there's white or blue right there, so there's probably a way to get over there. I mean, there was already a baby deer that was back here that got scared off. I'm not sure. You can tell where the woods are stopping. See how that blue is on the sky? That means there's no more dense foliage, aka dense forest. Whereas over here, you can't really see the blue on the horizon because there's all these trees. If there was more dense forest, you'd see all this and not that. So it just means, wow, some of these cedar trees, like that cedar tree right there, that one right there, where my blue feather's pointing, freaking huge. Super old too. And actually, a lot of the times back here, what you'll find, oh, that's funny, is this one piece of stone looks like a shark tooth. It's kind of funny. Looks like a shark tooth, but it's not. It's just shrapnel from a shell. But in here would be where you would find tons of freaking fossils, especially in this kind of stuff. And a lot of this is stagnant water, because this is where the water plant is, and it's trying to drain down that way towards the bigger creek. This would be a legit tributary, but this is probably fed by a natural spring, because I don't see it going any further than underneath where that is over there. And where my house was on South Street, there was one that was similar. And that's why it gets stagnant, because it's got all this like iron deposits coming out of the land. Like, I don't know if you can see, where there's like, you can't see it over here, but there's like red stuff in the, it's good to have good grippy shoes, by the way, and new ones too, not like super plastic ones, but yeah, you can see, yeah, it just comes kind of off that section up in there, but then that's all where, like, I can hear something, because like if there's no fence here, because that fence goes that way, and that means all I would have, well, yeah, because that's the fence going down that way, so my place is this way, because the rest of the apartment's over here. I'd be able to get through back here, just through the one back part, but then you'd have to figure out, oh, this is the tree right here. Another blue jay feather. Oh, that's a nice one. Wow, I haven't seen one like this in a long time. You can kind of see it. I mean, you can't really see the blue, but see, you don't usually see one like that. I haven't had blue jay feathers in a long time, guys. But that means that this space is definitely a good energy. Good thing I have off today. But anyways, this is the tree. It's huge. Let me see if I can. There's also what is looking like some kind of turd. But let me go this way and lean up against this bad boy. It's also a good thing to lean up against the trees because they give you their energy. See how wide it is? It's almost as wide as my shoulders. Isn't that cool? The thing is, there are a couple of the smaller versions. It's hard for me to breathe a little bit now because I'm hungry. I haven't really eaten anything today except for a smoothie that had a banana at like 10 o'clock this morning. And it's probably way longer than that now. It's probably like 8. But there's smaller ones. Yeah, see that little one right there? Right up there? That's the one, that's a smaller one. And there's my blue jay. And there's mosquitoes out here. That's the blue jay. Yeah, that's my blue jay right there. Interesting. And the cool thing about deer paths is that I'm used to them because I used to go through deer paths all the time. But there's also foxes out here, so that's the other thing we gotta be careful of. Because now there's this. There's also, blue jays are kind of the not so nice birds of the bird family. And they're all getting all riled up because I'm out here. Human in untouched wilderness. It's just kind of a little bit different. And I'm trying to pick up garbage as I'm going. It also helps the fairies too, if you believe in that. And actually, when I do that, the fairies actually like it. You always gotta be careful of sounds. You always be vigilant. Oh, mosquitoes. Oh, I'm getting bit up. You know, I'm in the heat of the thing. I'm getting beat up. Bit up. Alright, let's see if I can get in. Sometimes they have nests and stuff, and they're not used to humans. Okay, so that's that part. Am I on the other? Oh! I might actually be on the other side of that little pond thing, which is actually exactly opposite my dorm. That's why there's an opening there, because right on the other side of this is that big pond thing that it's like stagnant water type of a thing. So let's see if there's a way around this. Oh my god, look at that red. Isn't that beautiful? That's just so awesome. It's just so cool. I love nature. And I'm glad you guys are still with me on this journey. Oh yeah, this is that other building, I think. Yeah, pretty sure this is the other building. If I can figure out where it comes out and where to come in. All right, so here's the other bed. Oh, I know where I am. Because this is the, you can see it right there. That's the other people. So the other woods. There's a blue jay right there. Kitty corner's right up against the other side of this. And what you gotta do is you gotta be careful though, because you can tell when it gets bright like this and there's an opening in the sky. There used to be a tree here, but it fell down. So it brings in some different kinds of thing, and then it dries out the ground. And it makes it extremely hot. So I see poison ivy right there. I do not want to go there. See, this is why you always got to pay attention. Pay attention to where you walk. The other thing is, when it gets drier like this, poison ivy gets more and more prevalent instead of just the regular forest. So that's why I usually like doing this with long sleeves on. Let me try to step on things if you can. And I gotta gauge where I want to go. Because then there's like this whole entire stuff there, and then there's actually something else up there, so but that's not as clear forest as I thought it was going to be. So if I can get over this section over here, I'm pretty good with this stuff. Don't mind me if I don't talk for a couple minutes. I'm trying to gauge where to step. Yeah. Sometimes you do have to jump. So you gotta have good fitting. Oh, there's a bunch of it right there. You see it? Sometimes some of that is actually, there's actually a lot of the other stuff too back here. Oh, well I can just take that then, if I'm picking up garbage. Deer trail, deer trail, deer trail, deer trail. Oh shit. It's a whole fucking ton of it. Garbage. So now I can put the other stuff that's in my butt in here, so I'm not off center. You can get up out of that one, but there's not to. There we go. Bunch of little garbage. Now we have a big gigantic thing to get. And this is an apple tree. What are these is? But what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna chuck it and put it in the water so it replants itself. So you actually have a better chance of doing that. Now let me get out of the gigantic section of poison ivy. Careful, careful. That's what I do when I try to get it. Okay, there we go, that's better. Alright, now swapping my hands. I gotta get up over this way. See, some of this stuff is just natural. And then you gotta watch out for chippy monkeys and shit. Because they'll just be like, okay, this is where I found deer. Let's see if I can do this. Something that's not as far away. Or, hey, this one works. See, some of this is just being able to know where to stand. Because actually, if I can get up now around over here, this stuff's good. Just low generation. I gotta get up over this bramble section over here. Not bramble, but you know what I'm saying. Back on the higher ground here. There's an opening over here, so I guess I didn't really figure out. Oh, I bet you this is part of the development. Because we do have the development backing up against us. Well, only way to find out is get closer to it. That is a big chunk of something yucky. Switch hands. Thank you for staying with me through this journey. It's a journey in waiting. Actually, maybe I should put it on my less dominant hand. It looks like there's a fence on that side, but that I don't think is our group. Ooh, lost a feather. No, don't lose the feather. Lose my feathers here. That is not natural. That is man-made. Which means whoever's got this property, kitty corner to us, probably is not going to like me on the property. And two, it looks like it's for... Because there's nowhere you can... There's a deer right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right over there. It's in the middle of the woods. Right after the driveway. You see it? Oh, it's limping. You limping? Oh, it is. Oh, poor baby. It's limping, guys. Oh. That makes me sad. You'll see it come through over there. So he's coming this way. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It's right in there. Oh, mosquitoes are good too. You can't even see it, like... Once it runs, it'll be fine, but... It's not even noticing me. Which is kind of funny. It probably thinks I'm one of them. Oh, it is. All right. I know exactly how to get back here now. See that opening where the driveway is? That's right where my apartment is. So instead of going all the way around and all the things, I could just come in this way. And I'll be already on the other side of the fence. So I won't have to worry about that. But this driveway shouldn't be in here. This driveway goes in the back of the freaking... the development over there, but that'll be interesting to try to go and find that, because this right here is, well, that helps me out too, because then I don't have to worry about poison ivy. Oh, so that's cool. Well, see, if you don't go exploring every once in a while, you're not gonna know. Oh, that's what it is. It's right behind the development, because that's the one that's being made. So right now, our apartment complex is right there. Anyway, so I'm a little bit out above where I need to be for that. Okay, so... I gotta go back down this way, I guess. Probably could have. Would have been easier going back straight the other direction. So that's who was coming through here and gauging the trees and which ones needed to be cut down and which ones didn't. You can't even see him. He's eating. He's right in there. And this goes right behind these people's houses. Which I guess I don't know, when you buy these lots, you'd think they'd be fine, but... It's a walkway. It's a walkway. And here we go. So, what I might do next is follow this path, because the deer is actually off in there. And this path goes around and back to where my building is, that one right there. You can't really see it, but there's white right through there. That's my building, and then the other one's over here, so yeah. And I'm gonna go dispose of this stuff, and I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully I'll try to figure out where the rest of that whole property line fence thing, maybe that's attached to here. I don't know. If I can get down to that creek basin, maybe I'll do that.